I'm doing a shoe review again today, and today we're going to talk about the New Balance Minimus Road Zeros, and we have that here. I have put about 100 miles on this shoe, and so gotten a chance to use it quite a bit, and it's a really nice shoe. It's a very minimal shoe, again with the kind of the zero drop and very minimal type of shoes that New Balance has been really focusing on and doing a lot of in the last couple of years. It is a zero drop. There's about a 12 millimeter drop on both the heel as well as the forefoot. So there is a zero drop as far as that goes. It does use the Vibram spotted outsole, so as you can kind of see here, um, there's not a whole lot of traction underneath it, but it is a shoe that's meant to be used on the road. So it's not something you want to really take off the trails, to take on the trails or take off the pavement too much. It is a very minimal shoe. It is about 6.1 ounces, so very lightweight shoe, and as you can see, it's very flexible. I can really bend it in a number of different ways. As far as the flexibility, you can actually do a lot as far as just the flexibility of the shoe. So it is a very minimal shoe, to be sure. So for me and for other runners that are just getting into using a minimal shoe, I would work it in very slowly, kind of get your feet and your legs and everything used to wearing a very minimal shoe. I would probably compare it to wearing actually Vibrams or a very minimal shoe. There really isn't much, and you can really feel a lot of the road and anything underneath you in this shoe. And so I would, I'd recommend working it in slowly. And if you haven't had or used this type of shoe before, I would definitely uh, work it in some of your speed workouts or some of your track workouts first and get used to it before you take it on too many longer runs. The fit and feel of it is really nice. I really do like the feel of it. As you can kind of see, it is a little wider in the toe box here. So for me, I have slightly wider feet, so it is a nice fit as far as that goes. It wraps really well, again with the laces, and on the forefront there's a nice snug feeling to the shoe, and the whole upper and the wrap on it is really nice. It breathes really well, and just has a nice feel to it. But again, it is a very there's not much to the shoe from the top and the bottom. So as far as having to make any turns or doing anything too aggressive in the shoe, you're going to have not much there to really wrap or provide any support for the shoes. So again, very minimal shoe. One slightly unique feature is that it doesn't have a removable insole, so you can't really see inside, but the insole here is you can't take out. So for people that might replace or have some type of additional support they put in the actual insole of the shoe, you can't really do this. You can't really take out the insole for this shoe. But overall, a very good shoe. I guess the pros of it would be really a basic shoe for someone that's really looking to have that very minimalist shoe. I think it'd be great for speed workouts, getting on the track and that type of training. I guess it depends on how you want to use it. For a racing flat, it's definitely light enough to be a racing flat, but again, it's very minimal. So if you like to have a little bit of support or cushioning when you're racing, you might want to go with more of a traditional flat. But this is a great shoe overall. The drawbacks or the cons, I guess, for this shoe would be just that it does take some while to get used to it because there's really not much there. It's kind of very minimal in all aspects, not just the cushioning and the support. So getting used to it is still taking me a while, and so it's not something that every runner can just jump into and start using right away. So overall, very good shoe. I think it really has its place as far as what type of runner or what type of workouts you're using it in. But I do feel it's going to be a really good shoe for me. Hopefully I can use it for quite a bit just because there's not much there in the cushioning support or the shoe in general. So as far as longevity, I'm hoping to get quite a few miles out of it just because there's not a whole lot to really go bad on the shoe unless I start wearing a hole in them. So I think it's going to be a good shoe, and overall, I think I definitely recommend it for a runner that's looking to get into a very minimal shoe without going to the extremes of barefoot or to the Vibram 5-figure type of shoe like that. So overall, very good shoe.